Hello, welcome to our home detox class. I'm Steph Anderson.
I'm Diana Anderson, and we're glad you're here. We also have Deanna Anderson and Maddie Anderson here helping us in the background, and Dory Howard in the sound booth at her house.
Do you want to wait a few minutes to let everybody get on, or just get started? Get started?
I think we should get started.
All right.
And you guys can catch up. If there's any questions or comments, go ahead and post them, and we will get back to them when we can. Dory will be answering what she can, and we'll get back to, if she's having trouble keeping up, we will get back to them later.
And the slides that we're going to go through right now, we'll actually be posting the link to that in this event after class is over.
Yep, so you can review it.
Okay, so here we go. Home detox. So basically a cleaner, greener, living in a chemical-free world, hosted by Vital 180. They made these slides for us. So tonight we're basically going to be discussing the importance of detoxing, things that make you say what, toxic friends in air quotes because they're really not friends, reducing exposure, and other options. As we all know, our skin is our largest organ, and we, have contact with chemicals on the daily in regards to lotions, body washes, Fiji's going crazy, chemicals for cleaning, just about everything. So why it is important to detox, essentially, there have been concerns or health issues linked to dealing with chemicals on a routine basis: allergies, birth defects, cancer, infertility, learning disabilities, reproductive problems, and many, many, many more. Lots more.
Lots.
Okay?
A lot of labels list products, but there's also a way to protect the company so that their trade secrets aren't given away. So there's like a little bit of a loophole where they can put stuff in that we aren't aware of, and so that you can't be read them and find out what you need to know and make sure they're not in there. So it's a good, bad thing.
Okay. So did anybody bring their chemicals? If you brought the 3 chemicals that Diana had posted about, make sure to have those handy as we kind of go through, and we're going to be listing our toxic friends, and you can kind of reference to see if any of those toxic friends are on your products.
And also, one of the things that really frustrates me the most is when someone makes a commitment to buy a better product and it's marked natural or green, and a lot of times you pay more, and they're marked like that. It's a marketing ploy or idea so that you want to add it to your home, but you're still not assured that it's a good quality. So you're paying more, and you're not assured of having a clean product that isn't going to harm you or have the toxic friends in them.
Mm-hmm. So some of our toxic friends that we keep air quoting, there's a whole laundry list, but they talk about the top 10. In nail polishes, I was just watching a blog, there's usually top 5 that are considered the worst, but there's actually 10. Not that these are them, but some of them contain them. So alcohol, DEAs, MEAs, TEAs, FD&C, food, color, and pigments, fragrances, heavy metals, parabens, PG, so polyethylene glycol, kind of a tongue twister, phthalates, SLSs, sunscreen chemicals, and triclosan. I'm sure you're probably all aware of some of these. But this was astonishing, this alcohol one. So the number 1 culprit is in our mouthwashes. And we do have a mouthwash available. It's a Thieves one. But the actual alcohol in mouthwash may have a higher alcohol content than most of your alcohol beverages, which was astonishing. And it's been linked to cancer of the mouth, throat, and tongue.
That one really shocked me, and it really bothered me too.
FD&C, color, and pigment. So these are different colors, obviously in these gummies posted here, but there has been some studies that have shown hyperactivity, also tumors. So there's some good information if you want to kind of research into those. They always talk about preservatives and colorings and different links to different health issues.
You can hear that there's some companies now that are working towards removing them because they know they are not good for us and causing problems, and so they're working on getting them out of the products that you buy.
Exactly. Fragrances. So these are kind of in everything. It's kind of in this slideshow. It's kind of a continual loop of cleaners, cosmetics, detergents, lotions, shampoos, and soaps. So basically, we just think we're putting on some smell today. We're going to smell good, or our deodorant or our lotions, soaps. So one of the top 5 allergies in the world is fragrance. There's a lot of workplaces that don't allow that because people have, like asthma things or skin irritations, headaches, common side effects. Also this toluene, so this is also, I believe, in nail polish and conventional nail polish for when you inhale it, so it can cause tiredness, confusion, weakness, drunken-like symptoms, memory loss, loss of appetite, hearing, vision. And so these would be like our toxic air fresheners, things that we may also plug in to the walls or shake on our carpets for an odor reducing.
I did some research, and formaldehyde is one of the common ingredients that are in fragrances, and we know the consequences of formaldehyde, and you really don't want that in something you put on you or you're breathing in.
Exactly. So metals. When Diana and I first went to our first essential oil class 1, deodorants, a lot of folks already know, but aluminum, arsenic, iron, mercury, and nickel, they have estrogen effects on the breast cancer cells. We're putting this deodorant in our armpits, near, our breasts. Aluminum, #1 ingredient in conventional antiperspirants. Nickel. Long-term exposure to arsenic has been also linked to bladder, kidney cancer, as well as in liver, prostate, skin, lung cancers.
Yeah, lots of problems. But there are products out there that don't contain that, and that's what you need to look for. There's very few, and I'll probably say it again, very few products, because I'm frugal, that I threw away. I threw away the deodorant and I've replaced it. I threw away the antiperspirant with these products in it. 6 containers, and in the garbage they went.
So parabens, this has been popping up on news feeds for a long time. As you can see, banned in Japan and in Sweden, but U.S. not. Also used as a germicide or a preservative. Lotions, creams, things we're putting on our largest organs of our bodies. There are now lotions stating, paraben free. Also in deodorant, skincare products, so anything that we're actually putting on our skin, the paraben is have been found in breast cancer tumors. So they're actually finding this toxic friend in breast cancer tumors when they're doing the surgeries for that and testing it, creating hormone imbalances and early onset of puberty, which we all know has been linked to the food chain, but also our toxic friends. Yeah. So this is a fun one. So polyethylene glycol. So as you can see, the photo listed here is what you would say is conventional baby shampoos and washes that you use on children, right? Also found in cleaners, deodorants, lotions, shampoos, sunscreens, and toothpaste as well, which is interesting. Main ingredient in antifreezes, so they're basically ethyl oxalating this PEG chemical, and that's the main ingredient in antifreeze. Also linked to dermatitis, kidney damage, liver disease, which is astonishing. And then it also damages cell membranes, so it can cause like rashes and dry skin. So you think you're putting all these things on to, help hydrate your skin. In essence, what are you really doing to your skin?
Well, and don't you think when you buy a product marketed for a baby that it should be safe, that you should feel totally secure at putting it on your infant or your child or whatever, whatever you're doing? You would think that it was safe.
Right. And there's DIY stuff, that you can also do for home too. So phthalates, so these are also, this is kind of eye-opening. So carcinogens linked to birth defects, early breast development in boys and in girls, lowered sperm count, lung, liver, and kidney cancers, reproductive damage, early puberty in girls, found in, again, sprays, cleaners, deodorants, lotions, packaging materials. Usually it's not listed, so as Diana alluded to before, they have like trade secret ingredients because they don't want companies copying, their trade secrets, right? So they're having these hidden ingredients, and this phthalate, which does all these negative things to your body, is actually one of those ingredients not listed typically, which is pretty scary. So SLS, or sodium lauryl sulfate, so these are in 90% of our personal care products. So shampoos, cleaners, conditioners, soaps, and toothpastes. They're also found in car washes, garage floor cleaners, and engine degreasers. Not something you'd actually think about putting on your body, right? It actually is used in clinical testing to irritate the skin. So why would you want that in any personal care products? It's banned also in Canada and Europe and can cause cataracts, depression, diarrhea, eye damage, hair loss, labor, breathing. Again, one of those things that you're putting on your body thinking you're doing good, and it's really having a negative effect.
I have had a lotion that I was using up, and I looked today after we were reviewing this again last night, and there's about this much left. I just pitched it.
And it contains
seriously,
this?
It contained, I saw it right on there. That was only the one I'd seen. I remembered it, and it's like, forget it. I'm not. It's not worth saving or whatever, the money to possibly have that put on my skin.
I would agree. I would definitely agree. So sunscreen, this is super controversial as well, because you think you're putting it on your skin because, you know, you basically want to protect that skin from the UVA, UVB raises, right? Skin cancer. Right. But honestly, there's so many bad ingredients put into these sunscreens that we're putting on our kids from birth on and on ourselves, right? And they're free radical generators. So aren't antioxidants things that we're taking and you know, trying to detox our body. We're trying to get rid of those radicals.
Right. And
this is a free radical generator. So why on earth would you want to put that on your skin?
And again, this is also something you slather on those kids to keep them safe.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And it says it's believed to damage DNA and lead to cancer. And it's an endocrine disruptor, mimicking estrogen in our bodies. Our favorite, triclosan.
Yes.
So this one is registered with the EPA as a pesticide. This one was in the news so many times I saw it, but it's in, you know, antibacterial soaps and your hand sanitizers. Contributes to MRSA. So everyone, if you've ever had any child that's had this or known anyone, it's pretty scary to get that under control. Hospitalization is required usually. Affects male and female hormones in your thyroid. We all know people that have maybe thyroid issues. Maybe it's not, you know, mostly genetic. Maybe it's overuse of all these chemicals. And it's classified as a chlorophenol, a chemical suspect in causing cancer in humans. So now a lot of companies are actually trying to get this out of their products. But if you're looking at the back of your soaps and your sanitizers,
it's still in some toothpaste.
And some toothpaste, I thought you had read.
Yes, I read that, and I'm like, wait a second. If they've realized it's not good to be used in antibacterial soap and hand sanitizer, why is it still in toothpaste?
Right.
Because you're not supposed to swallow it.
Exactly. So this is a fun fact. So 26 seconds all the time it takes for chemicals, not just essential oils, not just, it's any product in general. Put it on your skin, within 26 seconds, it's in your bloodstream. So you know how you used to draw on your hand as a kid, your mom would yell at you, I remember mine doing that. They'd be like, it's going to get in your blood, it's going to get in your blood. Well, it's true. So not only chemicals that you're cleaning with, lotions you're putting on, sunscreens, makeups, chapsticks, anything, it's getting into that blood. And, you know, some of them, like we talked about, are radical inducing.
Right.
So free radical inducers, you know, they're basically amping them up.
We like to hear the oils that get to work fast, but I also say the other side is, so does anything else. Get into your bloodstream in 26 seconds. I mean...
So like that blue dish soap I was using, you know, for years because it's sudsy and it works and it cuts grease and it's amazing. Yeah. And then you look at that and you're like, wait, but there's hidden stuff not even posted on here. That's pretty scary. They're not saying paraben-free SLS, triclosan. They're not saying any of that free, so that's pretty scary. So some tips and tricks. Basically, opening your house up, you know, letting fresh air get in and out of your house, right? That's obvious. Dusting with a damp rag so we're not, you know, getting all those dust particles, breathing, inhaling those in when we're cleaning. Washing all produce. So there is a produce actual wash that we don't have. Right. There's a produce spray.
You can just spray your stuff, and I think you let it settle a little bit and wipe it off, and you've
on the go kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, white vinegar. I've been using white vinegar for at least since college. So putting, you know, a bowl and then a strainer, and I put water and my vinegar, just kind of agitate it around, rinse it off, away we go. White vinegar works as well. All natural plant-based cleaners, and then making your own, like we talked about. Diana and I make our own dish detergent. We make our own dish machine detergent powders. There is a powder available.
Yep, they have a good one too.
Yep, they have a Thieves one. We make our own homemade with lemon oil. Lotions, chapsticks. We make a lot of stuff.
That's fun.
Because we're frugal. Reducing skin exposure. So these are some common essential oils that you can use in products. So clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus,